Turn your sound down and lean in because Mary Padian just rolled out a photo set that froze timelines mid-scroll. You know her as the quick-witted treasure hunter who turns junk into jaw drops, but this gallery is a different kind of reveal. Composure, craft, and quiet power. Stay to the very end. The closer has a tiny detail that explains why everyone keeps hitting replay. We open at golden hour in a sunlit warehouse bay, corrugated doors rolled high, dust motes glittering like confetti. Mary steps into the frame in a fitted denim jacket over a soft white tee and true rise utility trousers. The look is classic, but the execution is surgical. Shoulder seams sit exactly where they should, the hem lands clean at the boot, and the jacket nips at the natural waist. One hand hooks a tape measure to her belt loop, the other rests on a vintage toolbox. It's not a costume. It's a thesis about function turning into style. Next shot, the mood pivots to found object romance. She's in a salvage yard aisle lined with weathered doors and stained glass, wearing a charcoal jumpsuit with rolled sleeves and a cinched tie. The camera tracks as she pulls a drawer from a battered apothecary and laughs at a note scrawled on the underside. That laugh isn't staged. It hits the eyes first, then the mouth. Fans flood the comments. This is the Mary we love, curious, clever, and completely in her element. Mid-gallery, the set moves to a clean studio matte backdrop, single soft key, a clamp-light clip to a steel stand just for texture. Mary sits on a low workbench in a camel sweater and straight-leg jeans, hair tucked, posture relaxed. The crop sits tight on collarbone and the calm set of her jaw. No heavy jewelry. No oversell, just skin that looks like skin and a shutter rhythm you can count. Click, breathe, click. Simplicity lands louder than any prop-laden spread, then the candid everyone keeps reposting. Street level, late calf light, a chipped enamel mug in one hand and a small brass hinge in the other like a lucky coin. The frame catches the tiny crescent scar along her knuckle and the faint smudge of paint at her wrist, evidence of a project that didn't end when the cameras did. That's the unfiltered, you can't fake. Detail as honesty, not ornament. Back on location, we hit the workshop. Pegboard gleams with tools. A planer sits mid-shave, curls of wood spiraling like ribbon. Mary leans over a reclaimed oak plank in a forest green shore coat, eyeing a dovetail like it's a puzzle she's one move from solving. The light traces the grain. The grain leads your eye along the S-curve of a future table leg. You can feel the problem-solving quiet, methodical, satisfying, and understand why audiences call her the moxie mechanic of makeovers. Blue Hour arrives like a soundtrack change. A small courtyard twinkles with string lights. A sculptural lamp she rebuilt glows softly on a side table she refinished last winter. She pairs a silk blouse with dark denim and low, walkable heels, elevated but grounded. She turns slightly off axis, gaze lifting beyond the lens, and the frame breathes. Negative space does the talking while presence does the rest. If Mary's droplet a spark made you want to sand a tabletop, hem a jacket, or just stand a little taller, tap like. Share this with a friend who loves clean fit and finish. And tell me your favorite frame. Warehouse glow, salvage smile, studio calm, calf candid, workshop focus, courtyard blue hour, or the key in hand closer. Subscribe and ring the bell for more image by image deep dives where intention not noise does the talking. Here's to wearing what works, building what lasts, and letting the camera adjust to you.